Hi everybody, Richard from SharpshootingUK here. Simple little video today on how you pull bullets using a kinetic hammer. Bit daunting the first time you do it, so I thought I'd run you through it so you know what to do. The idea is that you put a loaded round in the hammer in the end here, and then by vigorously striking that on the ground, the bullet literally wants to carry on when the impact happens, and it through inertia forces the bullet head out of the neck gradually, then drops the bullet head and the powder in the bottom of the container here. You then turn it upside down, removing your brass from one end and your powder and bullet from the other, as I'll show you shortly. It's a bit alarming having to smack a live round about, but it works fine. So there we go. I've got some rounds here I need to pull, and there's the hammer. So I will put the camera on a tripod and show you the installation of the bullet into the hammer now. Here is the hammer. Top comes off. There's your little collet. In there you place your bullet. Simplest way, in my experience, is to put the bullet in here first. So the collet goes up and grabs the head, grabs the rim there. That goes in there. Screw that on really tight. And then I've actually put a little bit of tissue paper in the bottom here, because not with the smaller bullets, these are 2.2 bullets, but big, 180 grain bullets, they actually come out of here and hit the bottom here hard enough to dent the polymer tip or the maplat. So putting a little bit of tissue paper in the bottom of there is a good trick. Okay, there we go. I'll film the bashing now. I use a log, in this case a chopping log, but you can use whatever. I find that concrete's a bit harsh, a bit jarring. You need to hit this thing really hard. It's quite surprising. It depends how much neck tension you're running, but you need to fair bash it. And a solid log, but one with a little bit of give, tends to work the best. So, wood as opposed to concrete, that type of thing. But you sure as hell can't do this on your reloading desk. One, because it makes an incredible amount of noise, and two, because you really will pound the hell out of your desk and not win. So it needs to be done outside, really, with something fairly solid, but with a slight give, for the best results, in my experience. Here we go. You'll know when the bullet comes out because you hear it. Often takes 2 or 3 wallops. There you go. You hear the noise as the bullet clatters into the bottom here. And the powder and the bullet are sitting in the bottom there. And the brass is at the top. So undo this. Empty case. Still a live primer though, so treat that with respect. And then what I do is I pour this into a little container. Pour this. I just put my finger on the end, and that stops the bullet head. There's my powder. And then the bottom of here, there's my bullet head. Okay, that process from the top. Bullet into collet, or whatever this thing's called. There are different sized ones of these. They're literally 3 pieces of metal held together by an elastic band so that they can move a little bit. And you get different size ones. That onto your doodah. Screw the top on tight. Really tight, because that being tight really helps the process. Then you bash till you hear the clunk. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Lots of neck tension on these. Powder in the bottom and the bullet head. Off with the brass at the top. Remember it's live, be careful. Pour your powder into your repository and drop your bullet head. And you can see that the tip isn't damaged, which is what you want. And in my experience you can reuse them without there being a problem. It's the brass of the neck that gives, not the bullet. So that should be reusable. There we go. I hope that helps anybody new to using an impact hammer. It's a bit daunting, but it does work. And with a bit of common sense, you can rescue rounds that are kind of locked in. It's a worthwhile investment, one of these little impact hammers.